Hello students, now we see the new article rectification length of plane curves. So we have seen how you find the area bounded by the curve in previous lecture. So here rectification length of plane curves. What is rectification? The determination of length of curves, parametric curves or Cartesian equations or polar curves, and the process of determination of length of curve is known as the rectification. So what is rectification? The process of determination of length of curves is known as the rectification. Curve may be of the polar curve or Cartesian equations or parametric equations or any other curves. Now if you have the Cartesian equation or in curve of the type y is equal to f of x, then how you find the length? Now we see only formulae, and using formulae we solve some examples. The length of arc of the curve y is equal to f of x included between 2 points whose abscissas are a and b. Abscissas means x coordinates. Then its length is given by, so its formula is integration going from a to b root of 1 plus dy by dx square. So dy by dx is obtained from here. Y is equal to f of x means f dash. Or this can be written as integration root of 1 plus dy by dx means f dash square dx, and integration going from a to b. Here a and b are abscissas on that 2 points. So using this formula you can find the length of arc of the curve y is equal to f of x. If the curve is of the form x is equal to f of y, then what is its length? So its length is L is equal to integration of, instead of f of dy by dx, here you find dx by dy. Integration going from c to d root of 1 plus dx by dy square into dy, or integration going from c to d 1 plus f dash square, integration is with respect to y. If the curve is of the form or polar curve r is equal to f of t, then its length is given by integration going from alpha to beta root of r square plus dr by d theta square, and integration is with respect to theta. Now if you have the parametric equations, then what is its length? If equations are in the form x is equal to f of t, and or instead of t you can take another variable, and y is equal to g of t, then its length is given by integration going from a to b root of dx by dt square plus dy by dt square, integration is with respect to t. So in this way we have to result to find the length of plane curves. Now we see two examples here. Example 1. Find the length of arc of the curve of the plane curve y is equal to log of sec x from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi by 3. Solution. So given curve is y is equal to log of sec x. Now here the curve is of the type y is equal to f of x, means you find dy by dx, and using the formula root of 1 plus dy by dx square, integration is with respect to x, integration going from a to b. Here a is 0 and another x coordinate is pi by 3. So you need dy by dx. So differentiating this with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of log of sec x. Log of x is 1 upon x. 1 upon sec x into derivative of sec x, ddx of sec x. So what is derivative of sec x? Sec x into tan x is equal to 1 upon sec x into sec x into tan x. So sec x cancel. Therefore dy by dx is equal to tan x. Then required length is given by required arc length is given by L is equal to integration going from a to b root of 1 plus dy by dx square. Integration is with respect to x. Therefore L is equal to, so here a is 0, b is pi by 3, root of dy by dx is 1 plus dy by dx tan square x dx, and you know that 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So is equal to integration going from 0 to pi by 3 root of sec square x dx. Therefore L is equal to integration going from 0 to pi by 3 or square root of sec square x is sec x and dx. Then what is integration of sec x? Integration of sec x is the log of sec x plus tan x, and upper limit is pi by 3, x is equal to pi by 3 and x is equal to 0. So you simplify this. Therefore required length L is equal to log of pi by 3 sec pi by 3 plus tan pi by 3 minus, means you substitute x is equal to 0, log of sec 0 plus tan 0. So therefore required length arc length is equal to log of sec pi by 3, sec x means 1 upon cos x, cos pi by 3 means 1 upon 2 means this 2 plus tan pi by 3 root 3 minus log of sec 0 means 0 and tan 0 is again 0, this is 0. Therefore required length L is equal to log of 2 plus root 3. So in this way you find the arc length of given curves. Curve is of the form y is equal to f of x or x is equal to g of y. Again we see one example. Example second. Find the arc length of catenary of the curve. Curve is given by of the curve or catenary. Already you have given the name of the curves, catenaries, cardioid, parametric equations. So, so catenary is y is equal to c into cos of h x upon c. C into hyperbolic cos x upon c measured from 0, 0 means origin to any point. So you take any point x1. Solution. So the given curve is catenary curve and y is equal to form is y is equal to c into cos hx upon x. The given curve is the given equation of curve is y is equal to c into hyperbolic cos hx upon c. So here you need dy by dx. Therefore differentiate this with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal to c is constant and derivative of cos hx upon c is sin hx upon c into derivative of x upon c, that is 1 upon c. So you know that derivative of sin hx is cos hx and derivative of cos hx is sin hx in hyperbolic function. But in trigonometric function, derivative of sin x is cos x and derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So this is the hyperbolic function. Here c cancel. Therefore dy by dx is sin hyperbolic x upon c. Sin x upon c is the dy by dx. So required arc length is equal to integration going from a to b, means integration going from abscissas x coordinates 0 to x of 1 plus dy by dx square, and integration is with respect to x. So is equal to integration going from 0 to x or root of 1 plus, so what is dy by dx? Sin h square x upon c, integration is with respect to x. Therefore L is equal to this. Now you know that cos s square x minus sin s square is equal to 1. We know that cos h square x minus sin h square x is equal to 1. Now here you need 1 plus sin h square x upon c, or here cos h square x upon c minus sin h square x upon c is again 1. Now from this, what is cos h square x? Cos h square x is equal to 1 plus sin h square x, or cos h square x upon c is equal to 1 plus sin h square x upon c. So you substitute 1 plus sin h square x upon c is cos h square x. Therefore required arc length is equal to L is equal to integration going from 0 to x root of 1 plus sin h square x upon c, means cos h square x upon c, and integration is with respect to x. So what is the square root? Therefore is equal to 0 to x cos h x upon c dx. Then what is integration of cos h square x? Integration of cos hx upon c is sin h x upon c upon 1 upon c means c into this upon 1 upon c, and 1 upon 1 upon c means c, and integration going from 0 to x. Therefore, you replace x by x means as it is c into sin h x upon c minus c into sin h 0 upon c. This is 0. Therefore, our required arc length is equal to c into sin h x upon c. So, in this way, you find the arc length of given curve. The curve is parametric curve or Cartesian curve or y is equal to f of x or x is equal to g of y or polar curve, any curve. So, we stop here. Thank you.